Here we go again. Yay, yay. Here it comes. All right. And let's put this here too. Whoops. There. All right. I told you it wouldn't take me long. So the first thing you have to do, and welcome, this is Kathleen. I'm being your coach tonight. Hello, Tricia Ann. Thanks for coming back. And we're going to make some fake paper. There's rice paper. Now, rice paper can be used on lots of different projects, and it's flexible. And can be expensive if you go buy it from somebody. Not, well, I guess everything can be that way, but you know. I'm just separating my napkins. And it's a simple project in the most part. I think the most hardest part of this project is waiting a day. So I have two different napkins. I have this one here that has, I think these are daffodils or something like that. I'm not real sure. And then I have this one here that has little chickies on it. And I'm going to do them side by side. So we're going to just move them off to the side. I went down to the 1 ply. Now, if you want them, hello, Tricia Ann. Thanks for the puppy, Patricia. Sorry, I did it again. Ah! Sorry. Oh, goodness sakes. I'm trying to break a habit. I'm going to screw up. Now, I'm going to use, I don't have cereal bags, guys, but I did have a kind of plastic shopping bag. This one was from Walgreens, it says. And I'm going to see if that works, because it has a nice handle so I can save them and reuse them. You know, just hang it up on the wall and just leave it there. But it's this company here, whatever this is. I don't even know where it came from. Whoops. So I'm using the inside, just in case the ink comes off. Now, if you want your napkin to be more translucent, you're going to want just single layer. If you want to have it more whiter, you would keep the second layer on, and as you see, it makes it whiter. But for my project that I'm working towards, we're going to do a single layer. And they should all, I'm pretty sure I'm down to 1 layer. So what the gal that I was watching did is they kind of like put marks on their paper, which I put my pen somewhere, so hold on. My table's getting awful dirty again. I lost my pen. Let me just grab a marker. Oh, those are chalk markers. Those aren't going to work. Here. And I'm just going to, I want to make sure I have them, you know, on the same area. So I'm just going to put a dot for each corner. Can you all see that? And then I'm going to also put dots for this one as well. Again, they're going to be side by side. But that's what they said to do. Now those are just little guides. Just guides. That's all it's going to be for you. Now I've never done this. This will be my first experience. So let's see. Because if that works, it will save me a ton of money. because I got it gonzulas of I'm just mixing up my, now I'm going to use sparkle besides. I want these two to be sparkled. So she took her, maybe not so much at once, but you take it and you kind of like draw your box. Like so. I hope y'all can see. It's really hard. Now this is sparkle. So I'm assuming it will work the same. Might have some ridges. And then you just paint in your big square. Now use a generous amount. You don't want it too thin because then your paper does, it's just going to be too, you want to be able to peel it off tomorrow. Hello Wayne, how are ya? How is your weather in your area? You guys doing all right? I haven't seen your area on the news. Not like I have my own area and Patricia's area. Oh goodness, she's been on the news a lot. So we got this on a generous amount. I didn't skimp, and I don't know if you even can see it. Just taking out some of my good old-fashioned streaks that I'm so good at making. Could be my brushes need to be replaced. Just like so. Now you take your napkin and you're going to lay it down as smoothly as you can. Now I like to usually iron mine. I do iron my napkins, guys. I didn't on these because she didn't. So I'm just going to kind of like press it out. And I iron them before I take the ply off. Stops the scorching. Alright, and now I'm going to just lay this down right inside there the best I can. This is how this lady did it. I watched, took notes. Simply pat it down. And then she lightly took her light brush, and this is my light brush, really it is. And she went over the edges. And then she went and she just touched up the edge, moved it in just a bit to give it a little ridge to help peel it off tomorrow. If you can see that, I'm kind of overemphasizing that. And I'm just going to again go right. I'm doing it the way she did it. If it works, I'll be happy with that. I'll slide it over a bit. And they said to wait a day. I'm just going to turn that corner in, and I'm just pouncing that edge up just a bit. Hope y'all can see that. And again, I'm going to do this side over here, and then we'll pounce out that edge as well. And I just let the brush move it in so it has a little bit of a ridge. And it's simple as that, guys. And now you're going to Mod Podge very carefully on the inside. Just want to make sure I got... She did say if you didn't have a ridge, it might not pick up tomorrow. I don't know why it takes 24 hours, but that's what she said. Now I'm just lightly going over it. This is sparkle, so I'm expecting sparkle on both sides. I'm doing it very lightly. You're going to have some wrinkles. Rice paper has wrinkles. At least every paper I bought has wrinkles. But if this is all they're doing to make beautiful rice paper, guys, hey, they just saved us thousands of dollars. My last rice paper I bought was like $30 for 10 sheets. I thought that was a little spendy, so I quit buying it. We learn a lot watching others. Certainly do. We certainly do. And you know what? That's why a lot of us craft, to learn different fun things. Now I'm just going over this like I would any type of napkin, guys. I'm not doing anything more fancier. I'm just moving my sparkle. Now she did not use sparkle, guys. She used regular matte finish. My matte is stuck. I can't get it open. I have to go soak it, and I haven't done that yet. Somebody wiped the edge of it. I can't mention any names. Who would Mod Podge their edge shut, right? Don't mention any names. Okay, so now that's just going to dry. Let's do the next one. Let me slide this over. It looks very lovely, if you can see that. Gotta move my burn medication. Oh, sit there. Okay. Trying to get it in sight for you can see. Now, I watched another crafter that making rice paper, and she wanted it to be formed into a bowl. So she cut hers out, and then she formed it over the bowl. I don't have a bowl. And, you know, they sped forward for the next day, and she took it off the bowl and peeled off the plastic, and she had a paper bowl. It was beautiful, and it held its form. Surprised me. So now again, we're just gonna, you know, draw out a square. I'm gonna make this one just a little bigger because I didn't do that on this one. I barely gave myself enough space. So I just went a little bit beyond my edge. Now let's just Mod Podge this down. Friends, you do not need to use Mod Podge. You can use glue. Mod Podge is just basically a thin down glue. You could use Elmer's glue if you want. I've done that lots of times where my order hasn't come in, so I've used my Elmer's glue. In fact, I might even do another one here with Elmer's glue. I have clear glue. I buy clear glue. Well, I guess I buy all glues. But if I was to do this, I'd use clear glue. Okay, that's looking, I have to kind of do it faster, guys, because my, now that we got the heat fixed, my stuff dries like bingo. I'm not quite used to that. Okay, so now I'm just going to lay it down inside those dots. Now before you go too far, make sure you can spread it out just a bit to thin out those lines if you didn't fold it. I'm sorry, iron it. So I'm taking out my folds by just kind of stretching it a little bit. Party. It's one of my favorite napkins. Both of these are. Somebody sent them to me. They said they had no idea what to use them for. Okay, now I'm going around my edge, like so. And then I'm just going to kind of bump out the edge here. I do it as I go. This lady did it after she had it all Mod Podged down. Just bump that edge. Guys, if this actually works so well like this, I'm ecstatic. A game changer, as they say. Guess which hands? And I'm just doing this edge over here. I hope you all can see. And then I'm just bumping it with the side. I'm right on the edge of my paper here. Like so. And then again, we're going to do this edge at the top by you guys. Making sure I got it all Mod Podged, and then just take my comb or my tip of my brush and I'm just pushing up the edge just a bit. That's it. I can't wait to see this. And mine are going to be sparkly. And now I'm just going to Mod Podge over it. This will all dry clear. If you never used Mod Podge, it does dry clear. And the sparkle should be there as well. Oops, knocked over my edge. If you happen to rip yours, which can happen because you get these little wrinkles and bubbles and all that kind of stuff, it can happen. Just Mod Podge it right back down. I haven't done that yet on this. And as you see, I'm putting on a fairly good amount of Mod Podge. And then these are going to dry overnight. And then tomorrow night, I'm sure these will be dry faster than that because my house is warm for once. Oh, it's so nice. Now that yellow flower that we made just a little while ago is going to be part of this one with the bird, with the little chickies on it. That's going to become a craft together. If you didn't see my first one, I'll show you in just a moment. I almost got this one covered. And I'm hoping it peels off this paper tomorrow. They said to use plastic. Cereal bag is what she recommended. Similar. I don't eat cereal, so that ain't gonna happen. Okay. So I use the Mod Podge Sparkle Glittered. What's it called? Sparkle. That's what I used. It's kind of like a fuchsia color. She used the one that I can't get open, and it's a Mod Podge matte. This one. There we go. I can't get the thing open. It's stuck. Oops, sorry. I just knocked it all down. Just a minute. Now I got my shirt all full of sparkle. Okay, so there we have our cool spackle, not spackled, rice paper waiting to dry. Now she did say do not use your hair dryer to dry it. I kind of understand that because you put glue underneath it, and glue underneath does take a little longer to dry. This is the flower we made earlier, if you didn't catch it. It was a very simple flower. I kind of wish I would have put a few more in the center, but it's kind of cute. It's a paper flower. That's going to go with this. And I don't want to mess that up. So now we got to wait 24 hours. So what should we talk about? No, we're not doing that. And then some people asked if I could make some Mod Podge. Now let me see if I have. The only Mod Podge that I do is indoor Mod Podge. I don't do the outdoor. If you want the, thank you, Brooklyn. If you want to make Mod Podge for outdoors, I suggest that you just go buy Mod Podge for outdoors. But my Mod Podge, I use the clear glue and water, and then I mix it 50-50 roughly. And then if you want sparkles in that and stuff, I add my glitter, and that's how I make it. And it works pretty decent. I'm looking for a little jar. I know I had an extra jar. I saved it. Well, let me move this, and then I'll grab a jar. So this is just going to sit on my little drying rack over there. Give me 1 second. There we go. Making sure it's flat. I'm looking for a jar. Okay, and I got my glue, so I'll show you how I make it. And I'm just going to put it right in this. And this is a bakery squeeze, but you'll be able to see it. And my glitter. Here, I'll use this container and then I can pour it in afterwards. Now you can use glitter or you can use diamond dust. That's fake diamond dust. Let me unplug my hot glue. I just realized that was on. So I like to start with the water first. And my cup here is a measuring cup. It says half, where is it? This way. Half and a 1. It makes life so simple. Then I'm going to use my glue. And I use the clear glue. And it's 50-50. So pour it into the water up to the 1. Roughly. Stop. And then, of course, I'm going to stir it. This might turn a little bit pink. It's going to be all right. Some people like it a little thicker than that. We'll see. I might add a little bit more. First, we're going to add our sparkle. And I just add it right in. And a lot of my stuff, guys, is made this way. I think I'm going to add a little bit more glue, because I do like it a little thicker than this myself, but it's perfectly fine. And I use that 1 pack wherever I probably just threw it away. One pack like this. I buy it at the Dollar Tree. Kind of cheap. No. I'm just going to add a little bit more glue, because I do like mine more thicker. I don't have any spare bottles. I'm not sure if I want to use this bottle. It's the only bottle I have. And mine is runny. Let me grab a... I have a bottle down here. I always have bottles around here, and now I don't. That's so crazy. We'll make one. These can just go in my little woodcraft. So there, we got a nice bottle. Most of that came out. Now I'm just going to stir this. Now this is all glitter glue. Have you tried white glue? Yes, I use a lot of white glue. But I want this to be more specifically clear. White glue I find sometimes has a tendency to give it a hue, where my clear glue has not. Now, let me just grab a sheet of paper here. I'll wipe this one off. That's what I used just a little bit ago. And it's just enough to go on in Mod Podge exactly the same way. And it leaves just enough. You can certainly use white glue, guys. Don't think you can't. I just happen to like clear. And look how nice. I don't know if you can see the glitter. It's not over glittered. It's not under glittered. Let me dry it out and you can see it. I'll slide that over. And it dries just as fast or slow, depending on how you think. I'm not sure if you saw how that much glitter is in here, but there's quite a bit. And most of the time when I do sparkle glitter, I stir it up before I use it. To show you. But here's the sparkle. You can kind of see it there. The light's kind of reflecting on it. It's kind of nice. Now if you want it really sparkly, you can again just go right back over it. You know, stir it up. And you can go right back over it and it will lay down even more. It's really a very easy way to get extra glitter. Just add a little bit more. I'm going to take off this little bit of glitter down here. And just like you saw in this cup here, it congregated to the middle of my cup. Big chunk of glitter there. But a fun way of using some glitter. Well, friends, I hope you had fun with this. I needed to make this anyway. I did use a half a cup, right, of water. That's what I would usually use. It just seems runnier. And since I have room, I'm going to add more glue. So I'm going to say half a cup of water to a cup of glue. Let's see how that works. I have a container for this. I just don't know where I have it. It's probably at my work. Then I have a whole thing for the whole summer. I had a purpose for this, guys. I'm using this all summer. So 1 pack of glitter. That's better. And you always have to shake it. I sometimes like to put marbles in my homemade glitters because then I can just shake it up, let it sit 5 minutes, and then use it. But what does this do? This is a Mod Podge, Melissa. It Mod Podges. Now, I'm going to try a napkin with it, see how it does with that. So we know, set that there. I have another bag. Let me move this. Now this is only done with glitter, and as you see it sits at the bottom, so you just want to shake it out. Alright, napkins. I'm going to do exactly the same thing, but with using my glitter. And I'll do 2 of them. And now we just did the Mod Podge with plaid. I gotta quit putting my stuff away. One layer. This is 1 layer, just like we did on the other. So that one's going here. So let's do this one as well. Saw it rip it, didn't take it. And I like to do 1 at a time, but some people can get both sides to rip at the same time. I don't have that luck. Sweet. Alright, and then we're going to mark out these. Now this one I'm going to write on here, I'll just put my Mod Podge. Can't even spell today, guys. Alright, then we're going to mark these out so we have room. Mod Podge my phone. I think we'll have just enough room. This one's a little bit smaller paper or bag. Set these over here. Grab my Mod Podge. And we already stirred it, so it should be good to go. Except for I dunked my brush in water, so just a minute, let me dry it off. We have just the glue. And like we did before, we're just going to dunk it. And then make a square. Generous amount, guys. That's what the lady said. I got a little ripple here in this bag. Besides, I'm not happy with that. I just saw that. Okay, it looks like I have a little bit more here in the middle. And I'm going one brush out from where I started. And then you're going to simply lay it down. I'm just going to kind of flatten out my, I don't want to really have all those creases. Find my dots. And start slowly. And in that middle seam, just make sure you kind of like stretch a little bit in that spot. Simple enough, right? Now I'm going to take my brush and go around the edges with it. And then I'm going to just kind of bump it up a little bit like we did. It's just the bag. I thought I had a really big air bubble there, guys. And then just bumping the edge. Now when I make my glitter Mod Podge, I don't make it as, I mean, it looks like a lot of glitter, but it's really not. Down my edge. I'm just bumping it. Got a little carried away there. You want a little bit of a ridge. That's what she said. And if your brush is too dry, it doesn't, it'll rip your paper, your napkin. So make sure it's fairly wet. And then take your Mod Podge. Now I want the glitter in there, so again, I'm doing a generous amount. And we'll see which one we like better. They might turn out both perfect. I saw a drip there somewhere. Cool. Now let's do this side. And she said to make the square first so you know where you're Mod Podging. Just telling you what she has told me. And then fill it in. And this is actually kind of relaxing, guys. Plenty of glitter there. And just slowly lay it down. Got a ripple in my bag. And I don't use air on my drying table, guys. I just actually use my floor for my drying table. Get that glitter to come back up. But friends, if this is this easy to do and it works, man, that's awesome. Those little stained glass window type of things that we all like. This will be your game changer if this works as nice as they say it does. Now the only thing different that I'm doing with this is I've used glitter. I got my scissors here. Hold on. I'm wondering why it has bumps. Scissors are underneath it. I'm just bumping my edge. Have y'all made any of this? Have you ever tried it? I think this could be super, I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow if I really like it. Right now, I kind of like it. It's simple enough to do. I don't know why I never thought of it. I could have made millions. I'm kidding, guys. I'm lucky to make $1. All right. Now I'm just going to go right over it. Oh, this is so pretty. I hope this works. They're both very pretty. I just happen to like gold glitter over silver glitter. That's just a preference of my own. And that's it, guys. The whole thing is done. Now that didn't take me very long. Never have. Well, this is my first experience with it. But I've heard some really bigger crafters, you know, I've only done this for a couple of years online. That cover. This is not normal container, but it's super cool, guys. This one's going to just sit here on the table. And I wrote on this one, my Mod Podge, and the other one was the Sparkle. Replay. I think this, if it works really well like they say, it'll be cool. But it does have to dry, they said 24 hours. So that's what we're gonna do. So I have to stop crafting. But like we made where did it go? The Valentine window thing. Where's that window? Oh, back here. We made this the other day, and we chalk coutured it, right? And someone asked if I could use a napkin on it instead of what I used. I used just chalk couture and stuck the picture on that they had here. So let's take a napkin. Let's use one of these. I don't want to Mod Podge it on because I want this to go on that. So let's see if I can peel off this real quick. I have nowhere to work. Oh, it's so typical of me. Hold on. Let me peel off my napkin here. There we go. And let me do the second layer. Of course, now this isn't Mod Podge. This is just going to be flat. Flat paper. Just to give a look. I want to see what it's going to look like. I bought another one of those. I bought two of them. Don't know where I put it, but I have two. And I'm going to pluck this off for a second. There we go. So for the napkin, would look like so in that. Wasn't a very good demonstration. Because in the middle, it has this white spot. So, kind of wanted not to have that white spot. But maybe the glitter will show through better. We're just gonna have to play with it tomorrow, guys. I'm excited. I'm excited to see all this, how it's gonna turn out. Now I'm using a bag. They said to use a cereal bag. I didn't have a cereal bag. We don't have cereal in this house. So we don't have anything in the house right now, actually, now that I'm saying all this. Our refrigerator went out a few weeks ago, and we just bought necessities. That's all that was left on our store from all these storms. But anyway, it's kind of funny. We will see everybody tomorrow. I can't wait to see how this turns out. Let's see, tomorrow is Wednesday. I should be home early tomorrow. And the storm is closing so many things, so I should be home on time for once in a lifetime. So I hope you had fun with this, guys. Have a good night, Patricia and Wayne and Brooklyn and everyone else, Melissa. Y'all have a great night. I can't wait to see this. I'm really excited for this. And to see the difference even on the Mod Podge, to see if it will even peel off. Looks like it will. But once it's dry, who knows? And I did all my edges, so that's cool. And then they also said when you do peel it off, you'll be able to bend it and cut it and form it and all that fun stuff. So we'll just wait and see. So have a great night, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. I can't wait. This is so exciting. It could really be good. So everyone have a great night. Be safe, and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.